What is up, boys and girls? This is Diligence here. And dudes and dudettes, good afternoon. This is another mid-market analysis slash update. And hey guys, I saw your comments. I'm gonna reply to them one by one. And one of them is talking about like, one of you want me to make a price prediction on Clov. Sure, I'll do that. Maybe later today and then get it edited and everything. Right now, let's talk about BB because, baby go to the moon, boys. So right now, if you look at BB on my screen right now, you can see that I have a support line drawn around 1407. So today, whoever bought the dip at the bottom, congratulations. You're just as smart as I am. Okay. But if you look at this support line is established essentially around like January and all the way extended to now. So once we stabilize this above this line, we have a huge upside. And later, maybe tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the option flow. And basically, we established a key gamma strike around like $14. And if we can move up a little bit, and if BB next week or by the end of today can trade around 16 next week, if we have inflow, we have a lot of inflow. How do you spell flow? I have no idea. WS. If we have inflow next week, we can see a potential big gamma squeeze and probably double the price, but that's just extremely bullish because I'm not really sure what's going to happen next week, especially with the Fed might be priming to increase their reserve rate, which will actually give the market a little hit. And when the reserve rate increase, those of you who plan to take on loans also might take a hit. So we can talk about that over the weekend too. Right now, if we go over and check out the 1 minute or the 5 minute chart, basically we're pushing for 1433. Which, might or might not happen, but it is just what it is at this point. So for those of you who are wondering where that line is, that's around here, like this point, right? Let's zoom in a little bit right here. It's like around here, okay? Like basically you're battling like over here. And if this tunnel get filled, well, congrats, Monday morning gap up. If not, let's see how it goes, okay? Because after market, I'm still gonna look at it and everything. And yeah, that's for BB. Let's talk about Clov. Clov is interesting. I'm gonna make a more extensive video later today about why is it interesting and why I did what I did today. So basically, last night I lost like 1K doing Clov. Today I made like 400 or maybe 500 bucks. Reclaim a little bit of loss I took yesterday. But still doesn't feel really good because as you know, those of you are gonna say, "Oh my god, dude, you're dumb. If you just hold on to your average price yesterday." This is where I dumped today, okay? That's like literally higher than my average price yesterday. If I didn't take a loss, I probably would recover the 1K plus another like 300 bucks to 400 bucks that I made because I actually added over here, right? I took another small medium position over here. I'll tell you later on a bit on a more extensive video. I'm gonna tell you about why I added over here and why the key indicator shows me that we will see an upside instead of the downside. But the market's the market, and because of the loss I took yesterday, I kind of become a little bit more conservative. My confidence got hit just a little bit, but I will make it back in a few days. No worries, boys. You need to have the resilience, especially when you're in a market, because you never know what really is going to happen. All you have to do is make an execution plan, stick to it. And for those of you who are wondering, why did I cut my losses and I re-entered again? Essentially, the idea is you have two types of stocks. You have the bouncy tennis balls and you have the eggs, right? So you throw an egg down, just fucking splatter, right? But if you're a tennis ball, you see going down, it will go up, going down, it will go up, it will go up, go down, go up. More like crude oil in this case. So later on, I'm gonna make a video about the realistic, price prediction for Clov, and there's some big news for Clov. For those of you who are watching my video and holding Clov or buying it actively, you have to be aware, and I'm gonna post it later today. For those of you who are here for AMC updates, well, really, we're just pushing the 49 to 50 because the key gamma strikes at 50. But as far as today goes, did I draw anything? No, I didn't draw anything on this app, and it's okay. So as far as today goes, see, you have the up. See, I draw like upward strikes over here, like $65, which is impossible. Like the other day, I was talking about like if it reaches 65, stabilizes, huge upside, but apparently not. It's probably not gonna happen. And also, there might be something fishy going on within GameStop and within AMC, because with all of these volume we're pumping in, right? As the apes are pumping in, AMC should be reaching like at least $80 or $100. So we probably see some fishy hedge funds or just whoever inside of AMC who owns a lot of stocks. Like for example, like AA, the CEO, if he owns, I don't know, like I haven't checked the stats yet, right? So if AA owns 10 million shares, right? Like what he can do is he can actually like talk to some institutional guys, be like, yo, I'll lend you some shares. And when he lends some shares, these institutional guys can intentionally short the stock and to make it so you have a price ceiling, right? Let's say the price ceiling is $50. So if you stabilize the price ceiling at $50, he actually doesn't bleed that much. Because during like this period of time over the past week, there are a lot of people who dumped AMC actually. A lot of people who dumped AMC, and then you have just like random shares floating in the market, right? As I'm talking, people are pushing the $49 mark. If you push the $49 mark and push it like to 50, we might see a gamma squeeze in action actually. But I'm not really sure whether it's gonna happen or not. We only have about 2 hours left. Yeah, around 2 hours left. And for hedges and for market makers, they really don't want to see another gamma squeeze, because essentially when a gamma squeeze happens, let me show you. So when a gamma, so essentially what you're looking for is, you see this line, right? Essentially when today's price point stabilizes at 40, at this line, right? You see this line? It's this huge red line. If it stabilizes at 49.82, you can, don't quote me on this though. You can expect that the price is gonna go over 50 today, and then because a lot of option expires, that key gamma strikes at 50. If it stabilizes 49.78 or stabilizes at 50 by the end of tonight, by the end of like this afternoon, you will see a gamma squeeze, and it's probably gonna go up like here. Probably shouldn't use the red pen, huh? Let's see. I'll probably use a green pen. So you will see literally by the end of the gamma squeeze, the candle chart is gonna look like this. I mean, prediction merely only, right? That's like what? $4 from 50. So basic $6 from now. But it might or might not happen, because just live at this point. But sorry about subscription and yeah, see, just like actively pushing but not really going anywhere, because retail investors are battling like hedge fund boys, dude. Like it's essentially a super hard battle for us no matter what. So you can see pretty much like 40. If your cost is 46, you're pretty much safe for like the next an hour and a half. But I might jinx us though. If you're still, this line is pretty safe in terms of like the 15 minutes mark, the $43 mark. That's where I actually bought a dip a little bit. But yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advices. On this channel, everything is for shits and giggles, and everything is for entertainment purposes only. And for those of you who love my content, or even you just want to, hear about the stock market news and all these kind of stuff, and hear about my predictions, and just keep in tune and sub, dude. I'm gonna pumping out a bunch of videos over the next few days because next week's it's a huge week, boys. It's June 18th is one of the biggest option expiration date in June because it's almost like mid-June expiration date, and then the Fed is priming up to increase reserve rate. I think the rumor is 2%, not really sure. That's gonna have a huge impact on the market. Huge impact on my oil position. I mean, as you know, oil is almost 73 today. My prediction is basically there, boys. And I'm also going to be talking about correlation between downstream oil companies and the oil future. And for the past week, there's some lagging because some people are manipulating the price actually because they're trying to control inflation. But boys, I'm telling you, boys and girls, I'm telling you, not gonna happen. Demand for oil is gonna keep increasing at least until like mid-July, early August. That's where I'm probably gonna clear some of my positions by then. But we still have a month, guys. I bought some option calls, kind of risky, but hey, I trust my instinct and trust my analysis. All right, mid-market analysis is over for today, and today is June 11th, 2021. Right now it's 11:09 a.m. And see you on the upside, boys. And again, at the end, I have to say I am not a financial advisor and I do not give financial advices. Thank you, boys and girls.